Hello there, my Virgos. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I am Coco Hummingbird, and this is going to be your week peak reading for October the 29th into November the 2nd. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. If you're returning, what's up, guys? Nah, thank you for being here as well. Be sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you are not already subscribed, I shuffled a bit off screen, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we're going to get the circumstance and situation card. Obstacles and tests. Advice and guidance. Your focal point. How are you guys getting so many cards? And the outcome. All right, Virgo. So for your circumstance and situation this week, we could have you struggling to leave a relationship, you struggling to cut things off, to say, I want to take a break, to say, let's get a divorce, to say, let's break up. You could have a hard time walking away from a job offer or a situation where you feel like people are depending on you and you do not want to let them down. There's something that's causing you unhappiness that I feel like you're wanting to move out of, Virgo, but you're not moving away from it. And this could be a situation involving love. We have the Two of Cups. You feel like you and someone were a perfect match. You feel like you equally met and saw things eye to eye. But you also feel like there's a bit of sinfulness there, some greed, some lust, jealousy, envious. Like there's this added element of like negativity that you don't want to have in your life. You don't want it to be a part of your situation. You feel like that's what's keeping this relationship together. Not only, the balance of you guys caring for one another or wanting to date each other, but there's like this element of the both of you that's kind of a little bit negative. That was like kind of where you met and matched, like you had met your match type of thing. But it's like I think you're wanting to grow out of that, or you're starting to grow out of that and trying to do better and become a better person, get your things together. I heard get your ish together. That's why I kind of stuttered a little bit. Get your ish together. Studying, trying to find a job that you love, wanting to build a home and stability, a family, etc. So it's like you're elevating, I think, and you're getting rid of that darkness, that other part of yourself that was weighing you down that you didn't realize was weighing you down at first. And I feel like this person is starting to look different and feel different. They're starting to feel like they don't understand you because you're changing and they haven't started changing yet. And even though, we have male, female, this can be male, male, female, female, or male, female. All right, let's see. The obstacles and tests for this week. You're having a hard time starting over though, like moving away from this. You're like, I helped build this storyline from the ground up. We started from day one. We vibed. We had a great time. We've come a very long way, and I don't understand how to really move away from this. Like, what if I don't even have happiness if I move away from this? What if things don't even get better? And so the obstacle and test is to not just stay here for comfort. Ooh. Yeah. You're not wanting to be sad. You don't want to break anyone's heart, and at the same time, you don't want to break your own heart. So the obstacle and test for you is to not, stick around for comfort. We have the Three of Swords. You don't want to hurt them as well. You don't want to let them down. The King of Swords in reverse. So you're just not saying anything. That's an obstacle, though, Virgo. You have to get past that. That's an obstacle. The Four of Swords in reverse. So you're battling with yourself. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Your advice and guidance. You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So your advice and guidance is to not focus on the beginning. Don't focus on the start. All of the story, yes, you should cherish and you should remember and you should be appreciative for every step and every level that you guys went through together. But um, focusing on the start is only going to make you hold on tighter to this because number one, it's comfortable, and number two, you feel like you worked so hard and invested so much in it. And typically, that's what we do as humans. Once we feel like we put in a lot to something, we feel like we should get a lot out of it. So we may hold on to it and stick around and wait it out just to get more and more out of it, even if we're only getting this much every couple of months or this much a year. We're like, okay, well, we gave this much. I've gotten this much this year, this much last year. Before you know it, I'll have all of my much that I gave back, you know? And it's just like, no, life doesn't work that way because the more you're around, the more you're giving, the more you're losing yourself, the more you're sharing yourself. So don't stick around for the sake of the foundation you built. You know, that you guys are kind of, if you focus on that, you're going to hold on to it for the wrong type of reasons. And there's no communication happening in the way that it needs to. You're gonna stop yourself from cutting it off. You don't want to be immature, okay? Don't be immature. Don't be childish. Don't stay around and play a little like kitty game with this person. Play with your own emotions and this person's emotions. Don't do that. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. It's not time for this to become a true love situation. It's not time for that. You may still have some healing you need to do within yourself. Um, and you're needing to let go. You're needing to move forward. It's not the time to reminisce. And, no one is speaking the truth about not feeling like this is their true love or this is that relationship that they can find marriage and a family out of. Um, I don't think either of you are fully fulfilled. So don't hold back. Don't keep yourself stuck here and stay because it's comfortable. You have to move ahead. The clarifiers were the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Eight of Staves, and the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is also in reverse. Your focal point, Virgos, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Emperor in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So your focal point, even though you maybe kind of, battling yourself between, taking action and sitting still, you do have your focus on new, that new, that brand new, that fresh start, that fulfillment, and on the fact that you don't have to stick around. You're not stuck here. You don't want to be stuck here, and you're not stuck here. You've planted seeds. We have a Seven of Coins. So you've planted seeds and you feel like you've carried a lot of weight on your shoulders. And now you're just wanting to see, some return on your investment. You're wanting to see the reward for the risk you've taken. And you're wanting to be happy. You're tired of that weight. You feel like you can't stick around in a situation where there's not a balance, where this person doesn't balance you out, where you guys are not like equal. And so you're not feeling stuck to this because you don't feel as invested anymore because you realize this is not your equal half. Somehow, though, I feel like you're still focusing on wanting to give to this person and take care of them and care for them, be there for them or something like that. You don't want to come off mean, and you feel like that's part of the way where you can kind of move ahead but not be mean. So you may offer like, let's break up and stay friends or something like that. And there's love, King of Cups. But there's the Ace of Swords in reverse with it. So you guys aren't communicating it. Either you're not cutting them off really harshly and quick because you really love them a lot, or you're not communicating how much you love them. You're just kind of, doing what you feel needs to be done. But also, I think you're letting them know with your actions how much you care for them. And that's what you're focusing on doing. Like if I keep telling them I love them, I'm never going to be able to walk away. So let me just show them I'm here. Let me just show them no matter what, even if we're breaking up, they still have a friend in me or someone that they can depend on, someone that's going to support them. And the outcome, possibly, is the Death in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this death in reverse, I feel like it's one of those situations how death is like an instantaneous thing. Even if someone gets sick and slowly but surely fades to black, it's like one of those things where death is like, you don't like, you're not dying for days. You literally, in the moment that you're going away and you're dying, your soul is going to the next realm. That's when you know, that's when death is here. So I feel like this is something that's not going to happen instantaneously. This week could be the start of this process of you and this person separating, or you moving out, you cutting them off or moving away from them, or just changing the dynamics of your relationship. Yeah, you have to make a judgment call. We have judgment. And I feel like that call is going to be like, to let them know some of the truths that you feel like you've been holding back from them. Um, and you could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Um, this person could feel like, okay, yeah, I know, things have been kind of tough emotionally between us. Things have been a little different, but they are blindsided. I feel like they're kind of like, what? Because number one, I feel like for some of them, they don't take it serious. Whomever you're dealing with, somebody's not taking it serious. They're like, whatever. Like, we always argue. You always say you're leaving and you never go. Um, Number two, some of you are dealing with somebody who's very confident. And I feel like when you start to tell them this, they're like, where are you going to go? You're not going to find anything better than this. You're not going to find anyone better than me. Like, they really feel themselves. Like, they're really confident. Really, really. I just get a lot of confidence from this card. And then, it's like, but we have an amazing relationship. We have, I heard sex. We have amazing sex. Like, there's so much passion between us. Like, I thought that we were, great. I thought that things were fine. You never told me you weren't happy. So some of them are going to be, like I said, blindsided. They aren't even unhappy. They think everything is fine. And that's kind of sad and tough. So I understand how you feel kind of like, back and forth on it, Virgo. But you have to realize, you can't hold on to something for comfort because it makes you feel safe to hold on to it. Like, look at how he's holding on to things. It's like, okay, I feel good. I feel shielded. You know, like my feet are firm, be planted. On this. I have it covering my heart, covering my crown. Like, it's like, no, you can't. You have to. You have to go ahead. You have to take that risk. Throw your rod and see where it lands. Shoot for the stars. Oh, you have to shoot for the stars. Okay. If you want more, you got to go after it. Okay. All right. So, Virgos, this has been your week peak for October the 29th until November the 2nd. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. All of my information in the description box below. I may put my email on the screen, but it is cocoreadings@gmail.com nonetheless. Like I said, I feel like you guys can do this. Just really, weigh out your pros and cons and take your time with it. It doesn't have to happen fast. I feel like the death card's in reverse, so this won't be a quick transition, but there is a judgment call here. So you have to go ahead and make that judgment call at least this week. You have to decide what is in your best interest. I know what the advice said. You know what the advice said, but you have to do it in your way. Just remember that there are always consequences for I said consequences. There are always consequences for our actions as well as our lack of actions. Okay, Virgo? All right, so like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Love and air hugs. Bye.